Today's Power Lunch at Mireo is with former COMELEC Commissioner Gregorio Larrizabal, and he is going to enlighten us on election issues and other pressing matters of the nation today.
Do you prefer pork?
No, ribeye.
Yeah.
Go big or go home.
Yeah.
How many politicians are you?
Not a lot.
How many kings are you gonna be?
No, not a lot. But kasi what we're doing is I just focus on helping friends. And
Yeah, can I be your friend?
yeah, sure. And what we're
I
doing
need
is
help.
we're starting a company soon.
Yeah.
It's basically DigiVote,
Did you vote?
digital vote. Kasi a lot of candidates.
What is a digital vote?
Yeah, a lot of candidates
Thank you.
prepare for the elections, but they don't know the nuances.
Yeah, that's true.
So we come in to help you with tech. We noticed that a lot of candidates don't know how to prepare. It's not really a legal approach to it
Yeah, it's
because
more consultancy.
so even if I'm a lawyer, your organization can have your own lawyer, your own counsel. We just come in to assist
Guide.
and to advise and to guide.
Yung lahat ng mga sinasabi nila dati na pwede yung daya sa machines, you don't think so?
No, then we tell them what to look out for. There are safeguards naman. There's no perfect system, but there are safeguards you can in the system that allow you to check if somebody did something or if there's a anomaly in the system. We can even help you with your sources, statement of contributions and expenditures. We can automate that. Na everything's there. You fill up the form na lang. Next, it will guide you on how to submit your statement of contribution and expenditures.
Oh, wow.
So hindi ka lalagpas sa limit ng COMELEC.
Okay. So parang from the start pa lang, you're already mindful. So the fact that you guys are about to launch this should kind of be telling that there will be elections in 2019.
Oh yeah, there will be. There will be talaga. In
For
fact,
sure.
yeah, kasi several legislators, several senators have already said that it will push through.
Okay.
And without the Senate, you can't have a CONAS and you can't have a plebiscite.
So the scenario that the admin has been saying is that the plebiscite will be kasabay ng elections.
Yes.
Pwede ba yun?
Hindi, kasi, in fact,
Parang di ba,
the one who
hindi
pushed
siya fair.
No, but the one, kasi, let me give you background on that, why that happened. Earlier this year, there were some legislators who kept on saying that they're going to have a plebiscite in May 2018 together
Natapos na?
together with the barangay elections.
Okay.
So when that happened, I came out and said that no, you can't.
Okay.
There's not enough time. The earliest you can do will be May, simultaneous with that May 2019
Oh my God, they
automated
listen to
election.
you.
Then everybody followed that.
It's your fault.
No, but I don't. That's the earliest. So that's not the perfect time, but that's the earliest time you can do it. Ideally, you have to do it as a standalone electoral exercise.
I would think that it should be standalone.
Yeah.
Kasi parang the focus should be just on that and not along with all the noise of all of the other campaigns.
Exactly.
Although
I
I think they're looking at it also from a budgetary perspective para hindi maging mahal.
No, but kasi if you have a automated election, if you have a manual elections, that's about 5 to 6 billion. You know that if done right, that you can vote using your phones,
Wow.
and you can do it at like how
Wow.
much less it cost.
Yeah.
You can vote using your phone.
And it's safe, and I mean
It's
I
safe.
guess there's mobile banking, so theoretically
exactly.
it should also be.
There are systems in the world now that allow for mobile voting.
That's so cool. And
So-
then it'll also really benefit our OFWs, right?
Yes.
I mean,
and
I
in
think
fact, that's what that's some people asking me about that now, and it is possible. It's illegal.
which is illegal.
It's the
Half
half
manual,
manual,
half automated. Yeah.
Then, aside from the fact that it's illegal, when they did their pilot testing, it failed. Obviously, they won't say that publicly, but it didn't work. Before, when they tried it with COMELEC, didn't work.
Oh my God, okay.
They're leaving that out, diba?
Oo nga. Is it okay to share that information? I guess so. Tapos na eh.
But that was not made public, but it did not work.
Oh my God, okay. Why did it not work? I mean, I guess the manual part worked.
The manual part worked, but the consolidation canvassing system did not work.
We have here for you, it's a tomato with mozzarella cheese, basil, and mango.
Nice,
That's right.
okay.
This
And
is
first, sir, yes, this is the grilled octopus, as you can
Yep.
see, and we have the white bean, the black olive salad here.
Oh my God, those white beans are so good. I'm trying so hard to be a millennial. Although, recently, I went on an Instagram detox.
okay.
So, like, I literally, like, turned off my phone.
We need to do that.
Yeah, like, I disabled my my Instagram.
Data?
Di man data. But, like, 'cause I would check Twitter
Okay.
for the news. But, kasi napansin ko sa Instagram, parang na-addict talaga ako eh. And it's so, ang dami na ngayon eh, because aside from the stories, which is highly addictive, there's now also this Instagram TV.
Yeah.
So, hey, good angle.
There has to be light.
And good light. Yeah. Millennial ka pala eh.
You know? That's me.
It has to have been you. So how long have you been practicing law? Is it law?
Yeah, since 1997.
Oh my
98.
God. Are you UP?
San Carlos, Cebu.
No. Are you
Yeah.
like a seminarian? Di ba seminary
They
yun?
rejected
San Carlos.
me. They rejected me. No, but I was teaching undergraduate studies. So after
Undergraduate studies. What do you mean? What you were teaching like
college students.
Like what course?
I was teaching 3 subjects: negotiable instruments,
Oh yeah.
Philippine Constitution, and Rizal.
Okay.
So
So you really have to be a constitutional expert. I want to ask. I have so many questions.
So it was an interesting time. I was a professor, or assistant professor. I worked in a law school. I taught undergraduate studies, and I ran a club.
What club? Like a club? Like
Yeah, as a DJ. So
No way, you're a DJ?
no, yeah, before. So
No.
So from 8 to 5, I would be in the law office. Then from 5 to like 7 or 8, I'd be in the St. Peter's College. Then what do you do after? So I run a club.
Nakakatawa. You own the club.
The family owns a hotel, and there's a club there.
And your guests would be your students?
No, guys. That's funny. Then that was 97 and 98. There was the presidential campaign. Presidential election.
I remember that one vividly. There were like so many candidates.
Yeah.
Miriam, Erap, JDV, di ba?
Yeah.
Yung mga kandidato nun.
I helped Estrada Angara.
The winning team.
Yeah, the winning team. And I was tasked to help with the office admin. Then I ended up helping run Visayas, then part Mindanao.
So that's your first venture into election law.
Yes.
But I think it's I think this is really up your alley kasi parang you seem very passionate about matters of government.
Di naman, but
At least on Twitter.
yeah, it's good.
I'm so confused with this whole federal constitution.
There are as many variances and models of federalism as there are proponents in the Philippines. Okay.
Kasi I'm so confused. I really wanna understand it.
That's just another proposal that can be ultimately discarded by both houses.
Okay.
Because it's just a recommendation.
It's the same as what Narvasa did, yung Narvasa Commission under ERAP, right? Which
They may take it. I think there are some provisions there that have to be amended,
okay.
but it's not. But saying that there are some provisions that have to be amended, it's not saying that we have to change the whole thing.
Right.
I mean, say if you have a house, if you want
to change the kitchen, you don't
Yeah.
change the whole house.
You don't have to tear down the whole house and build a new house, diba? It took them 5 months to come up with that document, that recommendation. So I think it's worth looking into and studying. But at the end of the day, that's just a starting point. That can't be the end result. If Congress converts itself into a constituent assembly, it is tasked and mandated to come up with its own proposed amendments or revisions to the 1987 Constitution by simply adopting the recommendations of the consultative committee is an abdication of their duties and responsibilities as lawmakers and members of the constituent assembly.
They have to come up with their own. They can't just adopt it.
I mean, say, for example, you run a company, and I'm head of sales, or I'm head of product development. If you hire somebody to give a third-party analysis of a particular product, and that's given to me for me to make a recommendation to you on what to do, if I simply get the document and pass it on to you, what's my use? Diba? My duty is to make sure that what was submitted to me I have to go through it with a fine-tooth comb.
Yeah.
Yes. And make sure that it is what I want. In this case, the legislators are representatives of the constituents in their district, or if they're senators, Filipinos nationwide, or it's their responsibility to make sure that they do what their electorate wants. Diba? Kasi they're represented.
Allegedly. Theoretically.
You can have a constituent assembly and possibly have the plebiscite simultaneous with the
Elections.
2019 midterm elections, or you could have a separate standalone electoral exercise just for the plebiscite, which I think is better. Siguro, mate.
I think it's more fair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Even with regards to question as to the revision or amendment of the Constitution, it cannot and should not and should never be a single yes or no. I mean, say, okay, these are the proposed amendments or revisions to the Constitution. We have 20 proposals. Check yes or no for all. Di pwede yun. It has to be per topic, per segment, per...
Ganun ba? Bakit parang yung... How was the plebiscite for the 1987 Constitution? Yung parang yes, no lang.
I know, but because you have a whole... You can't... That's apples and oranges. Because
ganun ba?
the 1987, you're coming from a... You're setting... You're coming...
Martial law.
Yeah, martial... Then it was basically setting up a new government. Now, we are...
An existing, functioning, thriving democracy.
We're a government.
We are a thriving democracy.
So, what happens is that you're not throwing out the Constitution wholly. You're just proposing amendments. In fact, that's the narrative now. Revisions and amendments to the Constitution. It's not saying that we're throwing out the whole 1987 Constitution. We're just tweaking it, di ba?
Ngayon meron pa silang title The Bayanihan Constitution.
People.
Right? I mean, what? So now, I'm just trying to picture it. So, I mean, the 1987 Constitution has always been called 1987 Constitution. Then you're gonna have these books now. It's gonna be called the Bayanihan Constitution.
I think that was... I don't know. I don't know why they...
Because, I mean, following what you were saying, then it should be still the 1987 Constitution, and then just with the revisions and amendments, just like...
Exactly. Because you're not throwing out the old Constitution or just revising and amending specific provisions, diba? Even if you're changing some form of government, you're still just amending it. You're not throwing away the previous Constitution, diba?
But if we change our form of government, would it all...
That's
could
a
it be,
revision.
It's still considered just a revision. Will President Duterte be able to continue beyond 2022?
That's up to the Constitutional That's up to the Constitutional Commission, Constitutional Commission, or Constituent Assembly.
Really?
Yeah, it's really up to them because they will be the ones who will make the proposals for which will be subject to the plebiscite.
That's my music. Dun, 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 dun. That's wrong music. DJ, you should do the music. Since you're
too
the
late.
DJ.
Excuse me.
Oh my God.
Crispy pork belly with vegetable frittata and red wine
Nice
sauce.
number.
God, it looks
Oh,
so
yeah.
deadly.
Bernes is hollandaise with tarragon and spoon salad.
Yours looks really good.
They're really good.
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
gonna take a picture of it.
Yeah, this looks like chicharon. Ang kapal ng pork belly nila. And look at the skin. Yeah. So my gosh, so you've been practicing election law for 98, right? So 2018, 20 years na. Tama ba math ko? 98, 2008, 2018. Yeah. Wow.
20 years.
My gosh.
Um,
Oh my God, listen to this. Crap, crap.
sarap. That's so good.
The sound of
just
pork
sounds so-
skin. Yun yung pwede nilang gawin. Isingit nila sa 2019. Yung candidates for Constitutional Commission.
Pwede.
How do you run for that?
Per district.
Parang party list?
No, per district. Siguro.
So, for a Constitutional Commission,
One member, one representative per district, pwede. Or one per province, but madugo yan.
teka lang, what does the law say that who comprises a Constitutional Commission?
Well,
Walang
yeah,
ano,
yeah.
walang rules.
Oh.
Oh my God, gagawa pa lang ang Congress ng rules for that?
Yeah, na.
If ever?
Calling for a constitutional commission, di ba?
They'll just create a law.
Yeah. An election for them.
So it's anything goes? Okay, so the scenarios are, they could have a commissioner per district, they could have a commissioner per province.
Depende. Oh.
If they have a constitutional commissioner per district, then they'll just have a parallel Congress.
Yes, but unlike Congress, which has the responsibility to pass laws, including the annual budget, the responsibility of the Constitutional Commission is limited to simply make recommendations as to the amendments or revisions to the Constitution, which will be submitted to the electorate in a plebiscite.
So they will also have, hypothetically, pretty much a 3-year term, or until the envisioned plebiscite kung
Possibly,
if they say
yeah.
na it's going to be along with the same election for the following admin.
Or the Congress says, or both houses of Congress simply says, we're going to call for election for members of the Constitutional Commission, and their term is only for 1 year. So within 1 year, they have to finish
Pwede. Pwedeng within 1 year lang sila.
Pwede. Depende naman yan sa Congress.
Are you in favor of the BBL?
I think that will be, some provisions will be questioned before the Supreme Court. I'm sure of that one. I hope the Supreme Court resolves it, resolves the questions in a speedy manner. There's also the question about the plebiscite. Who votes? The rule kasi before is that if a city wants to convert itself into an HUC, only the residents of the city,
Into a what?
highly urbanized city.
Okay.
If a first-class city converts itself to a highly urbanized city, only the residents of the city vote. Governor O'Malley of Nueva Ecija, when Cabanatuan City was going to be converted to the HUC, brought it up to the Supreme Court and said that no, it should be the whole province
Right.
that votes because
they're
we'll be
all affected.
affected because some of our era will instead of going to us goes directly to the city.
Right.
Secretary Roque recently said that the O'Malley case will be used and implemented in the BBL specifically because if there are some barangays in a municipality that will be part of the BBL, so the city has to vote, diba? Instead of just the barangay.
Okay.
Using the same logic, if a province or a city is made part of the BBL, therefore, the whole country should vote for the plebiscite, specifically because they'll be affected. Because part of the era that goes to the BBL, or municipalities or provinces that will be covered by the BBL will come from different regions all over the Philippines.
Right.
So they will be affected by the creation of BBL.
Yeah. In fairness, ang dami ginagawa ng government. But there's just so many changes that are being pushed.
Oh yeah. By making the procedures, the processes transparent, you build confidence in the system.
Ms. Margaux,
Oh my
we have
God.
here your
Looks
pistachio
good.
cake with yogurt ice cream.
Thank you.
I'm having
For you,
calamansi.
sir, we have the calamansi tart with raspberry sorbet.
Oh, good.
Nice. I hope you're not diabetic or anything.
No.
But it's calamansi.
Too late.
Huh?
Too late. Surprisingly, I've talked with even veteran politicians, and there are a lot of things they don't know
Yeah.
about the electoral process, and so that's where we want to come in. We want to educate the electorate, help them be more aware of the process, and ultimately help them win.
Well, that was an enlightening discussion on election-related matters. I hope that you learned a lot.